Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and today we're back with Hotel Magnate. It's been 6 months since the last episode of my previous series, and the developers, Arcade Oven, have recently released a new update to the game, and oh boy, things have changed. It might look like Hotel Magnate, it might still be called Hotel Magnate, but there's so much new in this game from this latest update. No wonder it's taken them nearly 6 months to get this right. We are still very much in early access and there's a way to go yet, but they have changed so many things. It is really much like playing a brand new game. And let's get into it, shall we? Let's start a brand new game here in Hotel Magnate and just get a first glimpse of all the things that have changed. So here we are once again in the main screen. Mods do exist. They haven't done much in this latest update to the workshop, the templates system that they've got. It sort of works, but it's a little bit wonky at the moment. I think it's a little bit clunky. So as a proof of concept, it works quite nicely, allowing people to create their own modded objects or collections of objects, upload those to the workshop, and allow other users to employ them in their game. But it's not a fully fleshed out system as yet, so what I've done is I've disabled and unsubscribed from all my mods, so we're going to be playing just vanilla for this series. At this point in time anyway, things might change if I get carried away with enthusiasm for some exciting new mods. And there are some good mods on the workshop, so I do recommend checking them out and seeing what might take your fancy. So we're not going to load an old game. That might work, but if you're coming from the previous build, don't. It really won't work terribly well at all. So the best thing to do if you're getting into this new update, start a brand new game. We've still got the two environments, desert and mountain. We've got tropical beach and city lot coming soon at some point. Yeah, that's fine. It'd be great to see those, but I think we've got enough to play with at this point with the desert and the mountain environments. We played the desert highway environment in the last series, so let's go back to the original environment in the game, and that is the mountain. So, starting a new game. Oh, look at this. Lots of funky new options. We now have different types of guest. They sort of had that in the previous builds, but they weren't really clearly defined as to what they wanted from your hotel, how they reacted to the features and the options that you put in front of them. But now they are very specific demands, and they will complain if you don't meet their requirements. At the moment we have two types of guest, the party guest and the traveller. The party guest likes things to do. Drinking in bars, dancing, meeting other people, having a jolly good time with a whole bunch of new friends. And they're willing to pay a reasonable price for that. The traveller, they just have very minimal demands. They just want a bedroom, a place to stay, be comfortable overnight, and that's it. End of story, really. But they don't pay you much in terms of room rate or anything else. So I think to get the new game underway, because I've discovered money matters now. It did kind of matter in the previous build, but now it's a good deal more difficult to make a profit. So we're going to start with the party guests. We have to provide more things for them, but they will pay a reasonable rate. Now the star level here, we can start at 1 star, or we could actually start at 5 star. But if you choose a higher star level to start, the guests even will be harder to satisfy. So I think certainly for a relative newcomer to this build of the game, I'm going to start simple, I think. And I've also discovered that it can be difficult to create a hotel which makes even any money at all on this amount of money to start with. So I'm going to start with more money, easy. In fact, if the game is quite helpful. If I say I want to go to 2 star, it does give you more money to start with, so you can actually build up a better facility to start with. But we're not. We're going to start with 1 star, 66 grand. Loans, we can take out loans, so that can be an option if we need to do that. And I like this. Do you want to be fully challenged in a proper sort of builder tycoon kind of game, or do you just want to play it to create something awesome and impressive and exhibit your creative skills and expertise? If you want to play sandboxy and just be a creative hotel builder, you can do that by disabling all these features. But I like to play it as a challenging tycoon-y kind of thing, so I'm going to leave all this stuff on. This may be my undoing. We shall see. So there we are. We're going to be hosting party guests in a 1-star hotel. We've got a reasonable amount of money to start with, and I'm going to be tested by having these utilities, maintenance and cleanliness enabled. So let's get into it. On the previous build, we had a walkthrough tutorial where it guided you through the first steps of building your basic hotel. That's had to be entirely redesigned because of so many things have now changed within the game. So as a temporary placeholder for a tutorial, they've given you these few pages of information for the various bits you need to know about the game. So the basics of what you need, what guests are, and you gain reputation for certain types of guests, check that you're meeting their requirements. We've got guest reviews, we've got marketing campaigns, facilities. We need to make sure that our guests and or staff can access them. Staff hiring has changed, and we now have, as you'll see shortly, a real staff scheduling system. It's good. It's good. Utilities. We need to make sure, if we've enabled this option, that we've turned on and have the ability to distribute water and power through our hotel where it's needed. So that's quite good. This is useful to remind you of what you need to do to create a complete hotel, but it's by no means a real tutorial as such. That's coming a little bit further down the line as they rebuild the tutorial feature. So here we are. This is our hotel space, and we're going to build it. The build tools work in pretty much the same way. You can draw walls either singly or as rectangular, or you can do half walls and fencing as a single line or as a rectangle. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm quite a slow builder, is I'm going to do this bit in a speed buildy kind of way. So I'm not going to talk you through exactly what I'm doing at each stage. I'll annotate anything interesting that pops up during this speed build, but I will come back in a few minutes time and we'll discuss what we've got and some of the decisions I made, hopefully rational decisions, in terms of what we've actually constructed. So I'll hand over to hopefully a pleasant soundtrack, and I'll be back with you vocally in a few minutes time. And finally, there it is. A very simple, very basic, but as I'm sure you'll agree, a beautifully designed and colour schemed party hotel. We need to give it a name, don't we? If we a hotel with no name, that's not going to work. So it needs to be something. Oof, dear me. What shall we call it? It has to have the name Ajax in there somewhere, doesn't it? And also give an indication that it's a party place. I'm just going to call it Ajax Central, which is kind of short for Ajax Party Central. Well, yeah, I'm going to say that. Nobody will know it apart from me, but hey-ho, there you go. As you saw, we've got all sorts of new things going in here now, like the dartboard for the bar. There's no unlock now. In the old game, in the previous build, as you got positive reviews, you earned hotel points, and you would use those to unlock more equipment, more technology, all that sort of stuff. But as you can see now, everything is unlocked immediately. So it's now simply a matter of, can you afford it, and can you keep it running, basically. And so that's all there is to do with it. And anything else I want to add on here? No, I don't think so. We'll leave it. Oh, jukebox, that was new as well, I think, wasn't it? And we also have the toilet cubicles, which I don't recall if we had in the previous build. We might have done, but there you are. I must admit, some of these colours, I'm surprising myself that I permitted my designer to put them in place. But there you go. That's what we've got. Now, I have not put any staff at all in my hotel, because staffing is now quite different. If we go here to the reception, it does tell me I need a member of staff, and in fact this warning over here on the right does tell me that these rooms, the bar and reception, are non-functional because we don't have staff in them. We could hire staff, but I'm not going to do that, not there. What I'm going to do, and I don't know if this will work or not, because there's been 1 or 2 comments on the Steam forums that this might not work. So we're going to see what happens. So we're going to go into manage. We're going to go into staff. We're going to hire staff. This is slightly annoying for me, is that you get a selection of staff, and I think it changes on a roughly daily basis, thereabouts. Or if you don't like this selection of staff, you can re-roll for 1,000. But I'm already down over 20 grand from my initial budget of it was 66 grand, wasn't it? I'm now less than 40. So I've spent quite a bit already. So I don't want to go throwing money away until I know I've got guests coming in who will be spending big. And so what we're going to do, I think we're going to need reception, barkeeper and housemaid or cleaner. What do they call it? I can't remember what they call it. We'll work that out in a second. We're going to employ both these 1-star people. That's you. And if I go into staff here, they don't have any jobs yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a schedule. Now I happen to know, because I've played this before, but if you go over the guest coming in or the guest booked icon here at the bottom, it gives you the check-in and check-out times. So those should be the times your reception needs to be manned to deal with these guests coming in or going out. So we've got a guest coming in at 4:45 p.m. So check-in is between 2 and 6. These are obviously party types. They don't come in early in the morning because they don't know what mornings are. They only come in the afternoon, and they'll check out again sort of late-ish morning, early afternoon. So we're going to employ someone like Carol Carney to do between 8 and 18, was it? Thereabouts. Yeah, 6 p.m. And you'll see there's an exclamation on there, and it is red, and that means I've not given them a job. So what you do here is I say this shift here is not it's housekeeping, that's what I was looking for, is reception. There they go. Oh, and the icon has gone from the reception area, so that person is a receptionist. But I can also give them another job as well if I so wish. So we'll give them a bit of a late night job for a couple of hours. They can do housekeeping, and on some tasks like housekeeping here, you can identify what are their main tasks: cleaning sort of public rooms or bedrooms, and also how clean to keep them. Well, this is what I think it means. I've not seen it working perfectly yet because I've only just discovered it. So it's a process of learning for me as well. So we do clean. We'll just do clean the rooms. There, so that is one person doing 2 jobs. And I like that. You just go in here and you can shift it. You can move it around. I like this. It's so much better than the very clunky scheduling system we used to have. Now the other job we do need is actually housekeeping. We'll put a better skilled barkeeper on, I think. So Roslyn, you can be our housekeeper from 9 o'clock to then. That's a 9-hour shift for housekeeper, and we'll do bedrooms there, and we'll also put you on earlier in the morning. Oops, I need to shift that. So that's quite a long that's 13 hours. Yeah, I'm sure they can cope with that. They've got a staff room, and that can be cleaning as well, but there you'll be cleaning the rooms rather than the bedrooms. And again, I'd like you to target that to be quite clean. Okay, that is good, I think. And let's hire a barkeep. We will hire... You cost less to start with, but you're more expensive. We'll go with Samira Sen. So we'll hire you. It'd be nice if you could look at their sort of personalities a bit more. I think this is something that might be coming as we go through early access. We'll get more personality and so on with our staff. So we'll hire Samira. There you go. And Samira can be a barkeep. What are they likely to be? We'll put you there, barkeeping. And here they have one of 3 main tasks. I'm not quite sure what a body banquet is. No, I'm not going to ask. They can do the bar or be a DJ. Now, we don't have a DJ booth here, so it's just going to be bar work, and also refill the buffets if they need filling. I'm not quite sure if there's a buffet in here. I know they do serve bar. I think they serve bar snacks. Not quite sure. So you can be there, and also early morning for a while there. Yeah, and again barkeeping there. So we're going to assume that they don't want to drink early in the morning. We'll leave it like that for the time being. So that's staff scheduling. We'll get them in and running. Why are they going around there? Oh, I could do with some painting of floors, couldn't I? So we're going to paint this floor out the front. All natural. You could be crazy paving. Yeah. There you go. All the way along there. And we'll put it along here as well. There you go. Oh, I think I think I put some there in the inside, which I didn't mean to do. So we'll go into flooring again. We will Alt click that to pick that colour, and then put it down there to replace the mistake I made. Oh, no. That should be Alt, pick that colour up, place it in there. Good, I think we've recovered. Let's speed this up. We're going to be waiting till 4:45 for one party guest to turn up. Yes, I had to upgrade the electricity distribution point when we added in more lights and so on, because the very basic one, oh, there's our first guest, doesn't supply enough power to light everything and all the TVs and everything. So this guest is Lily Lamour, and she likes her room. It is nice and clean, and this will add to their review of our hotel. And as we saw, I did go through this during the speed build thing, but a quick look into here in more detail. Each type of guest has requirements of their bedroom and also the activities they like to engage in. Now, we're not going to have 12 people around for quite some time. We've only got 3 bedrooms to start with, but they can have a drink from the mini bar, and they've also got the main bar here they can get a drink at. That's good. Yep. But their room does require these certain objects. Compare that to... and they'll pay 160 on average for that, and I can obviously change this if I want to. Whereas the traveller type, which we were given the option of at the start of the game when we started the new game, will only pay 40, but has many fewer requirements in terms of the bedroom, and they don't require any activities either. So it would be cheaper to build a hotel for more of them. So I've gone for the slightly more expensive option. The other thing you get when you start a game as well is the active campaign. So it's marketing for these people. So this is a matter of the attraction we've got here. So we could attract 3 people per day to our hotel, which is good because I've only got 3 bedrooms. The guests we've got here, you're a truck stop assistant. This guest book will fill up as we go through. We'll get reviews once they finish their stay. Actually, how long are you staying for, Lily? Just the 1 night. Okay, that's fine. So we should get our first review fairly soon. Now, I don't remember if this was the case in the previous build, but guests do actually pay for the minibar. Yep, and we can charge what we feel like charging for the content of the minibar. So it's 12 quid. That's quite a lot. Hang on, didn't I not see somewhere? I'm sure when we started the game it said dollars as my initial bank balance. But it's actually showing now in pounds, which is good, which is how I like it. We've still got the manage... Oh, bother! No, I didn't mean to click that one. Sorry. Put the bar back. Oh dear, oh dear. That's entertainment, catering, bar. Don't. The man's an idiot. It's probably going to have to fill it up again, aren't you? So I'm going to waste money having to restock. Oh well, no. The bar. Oh, you don't manage there. You manage it here for the room, don't you? There you go. Manage that. So you can manage the menu there. Interestingly, drinks are cheaper in the bar, depending on who I use as my supplier, than they are in the mini bar, which makes sense, I suppose. Well, you often feel that way in a real hotel, don't you? So, okay, so this person is spending a fair amount of money in the bar. They've no complaints as yet, and total money spent 178. Excellent. So that's my receptionist, is it? What time is it? You are, if I do your schedule, presumably you're, are you some, I didn't check their name. Rosalind Rester. Oh, so you're not Samira, you're that person there. So you're doing cleaning. Where's Samira? You're off shift. You're going to read a book. That's nice. The other thing with party guests is they do leave a lot of mess. They're not tidy, clean people. So these rooms will get a lot dirtier as time wears on. We can see this here. Yeah, neutral. That's okay. That's okay. But they will leave bits behind. They'll drop litter. They're very untidy people generally. If we look at manage here in the finance tab, yet we've lost a lot of money yesterday. Today, ooh, hang on, we've got a new review come in. We only made so much, 160 and 12. Is that all they spent? I'm sure they spent more than that. Anyway, we've got a new review come in. it popped up there. Oh, it's gone now. Didn't wait long. I mean, if you click, there was a little icon, you might have seen it pop up. If you click on that, it does take you to the guest reviews panel. Oh, they're quite happy. Good. Their main activity, yeah, there wasn't enough for them to do. There were no 12 people to party with. Although they have got a disco, so they can dance, and they've got a bar, they can drink. So that's okay. So generally, they were happy with the cleanliness and the bedroom. So I got a relatively good score of 66. So the guest book, oh, the reputation is down a little bit. Well, that's not good, is it? Ha! As I say, I haven't employed a handyman because I haven't got any real technology which might break down. Actually, these utility distribution units do break down, so we might need to employ a handyman at some point soonish. I do wish they wouldn't rattle around like that. That really is quite disconcerting. Where are you? Our new guest should be arriving very soon. There you are. Who are you? You are Merrill McAllister. And you're another party guest. There you are. That's lovely. You're in. Oh, they're using the same room. They like the cleanliness of the room. Awesome. Actually, what I might do is put in another vending machine. Because there's a bar, but actually, if we look at the bar room, yeah, I don't think they serve food. So we're going to need. Yeah, let's put a vending machine in there. That is going to be food. Is there a vending machine? Where's the there's the vending. That's the expensive one. We'll put a posh one in. Now we'll put you along here. I haven't decided what to do with this space yet, so we'll put you there for the time being and manage that. The vending company. Oh, okay, I don't have a choice of different companies for those. 20 and 12. Okay, those prices are good for me. Do they play the darts? Not to my knowledge. I've often played it at this speed, so it's difficult to judge, but I don't think... What's he doing there? Go away. I don't... you see, I'm not sure he's actually playing the darts as such. Nope, just looking around. Are you happy still? Wow, you've already spent 347. I like you. I like you a lot. So how's our finances looking today? These numbers don't add up. Not sure about that at all. No, we're losing. Our staff costs are quite high. We need more guests. We're going to get another guest in today. Oh, we're already on day 3. Yeah, you're staying for 3 days. We're going to get another guest in at just gone 5 o'clock. What if I built another bedroom, which is why I've left this gap up here. Yeah, let's do that. So we can take that room, and if I duplicate it, I need to turn it round. That's right. So the door's not in the room, door's in up there. That's good. Okay, so we will build this corridor out. Oop. Autosave. Build you out there. That's good. And along here. Yes, I know there's no way in, so if we demolish that wall, there you are, you can get there now. And let's paint the floor. So we'll alt that, and no, we won't shift, we'll control, so it just changes the bits, or the tiles that haven't already got a colour. We need to reset the wall colour. Again, I'll alt that, and control that, to colour that. That's all done, and we'll alt that, and control that, and everything's got the correct colour. We'll need to put a light in, I think, to make sure it is lit. Actually, if I click that, I can duplicate it. put you there. And one round there. By the door. Lovely. So if I click in there and go light, 100%. Super. Yeah, you'll notice I haven't put any ensuite facilities within the rooms. For these sort of guests, I think for a cheap small room, this public bathroom or shower room, whatever, will do fine. Talking of which, actually, you can of course name things within this game, so this room can be named. And this is going to be, oh, Bar Ajax, of course. This could be Music Heaven. Could call it Dance Heaven, couldn't I? Maybe I'll do that. Dance Heaven. The rooms can also have names. You can name any room you like, actually. I don't think we can change the names of our staff, no. Or guests. No. That's fine. How's cleanliness doing? This little that sofa is very dirty. You see what I mean? Littering. You've only been there for a day and you've... dear me. Very, very untidy. I'm just hoping my housekeeper will keep these rooms clean somehow or other. Is that... Someone's dropped something there as well. And... I may need more housekeepers. None of my staff are working. What time is it? Yes, it can be... I'm not quite sure if you can tell when a room is used. I think you really need to look at it and judge from the guests that you've got when they go into a room, when you need staff. So it's currently 11:25. Right, so the schedule for this room is Samira Sen. Okay, yeah, got you early morning. Actually, if I shorten that and shorten that, so what time is it now? 11:25. So if I put you on for a few hours there, yeah, and this is bar work. Okay, and see what you're doing there. No, you're not going back on shift. Oh well, never mind. These guests might complain though that things aren't working properly. What's my current guest? The average guest mood is really good. Oh, excellent. Fail. Okay then. Right, the number of bedrooms that are assigned. Let's pause this for a second. The number of bedrooms that are assigned to party guests, 1 star. For maximal number of guests, make sure this equals the current attraction. Okay. So it's suggesting it's too high, perhaps. I could either add a new marketing campaign, perhaps, to attract more of these 16 people, or maybe I could change that to a traveller room. I could do. The Traveller doesn't require a TV or a minibar. Okay, let's try that then. So we'll leave the TV there. We'll sell the minibar and we'll change this to a Traveller room. There you go. And how much is that room rate going to be? It's probably going to be the 40 quid mark, isn't it? Overview, that's where I want to be. Traveller. Okay. Well, I've got a good reputation. I've got 1 room. I can attract 3 of them. I'm going to put that up to 50, I think. See what happens. And that chair is still very dirty. And nobody's got in to clean it. Yeah. Slightly concerned. I mean, I've given my staff instructions to keep things clean. Not quite clean, not normally clean, but really just clean. We shall see. And who are you? You are indeed a traveller. Kizzy Klotz. There's a car repair shop worker. So what's she going to think of our fabulous Party Central hotel? She's going to have the cleanest room out of everybody, I think, by the look of it. Yeah, she seems to be okay. Cleanliness, yeah, she likes everything is clean so far. Does she? Perhaps I should colour the traveller rooms differently to what we have for the party rooms. They don't need to be quite so bold and bright. Maybe I will. We might see that in the next episode of Hotel Magnate. Anyway, I think this will do for the moment. We're now on our 4th day of year 1 at our brand new hotel, Ajax Central, here in Hotel Magnate. I'm liking what they've done with the game. There's still going to be bugs and issues, I'm sure, for many players, and it is by no means complete. But the reworking of the scheduling of the guest and room types really does, I think, move us towards a much better Hotel Tycoon-y kind of game, which is what we're after. Well, what I'm after anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Hotel Magnate. What are you doing in the staff room? You shouldn't be there at all. No. Oh, I think you've got stuck. Maybe that's a bug. That's clearly a bug. You really should not be there. What type of guest are you? Which one are you? You're a party guest. There ain't no party in this staff room. Suspicious. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Hotel Magnate, the first in a new series of the game here on Ajaxpost Plays. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbsy uppy button. Even better though, if you've got anything to say about what I'm doing with the game or the game itself, your hopes, aspirations for the future of the game as it goes through early access, it'll be great to hear from you. Also, if you feel like naming a room, yeah, why not? Just anything you feel like saying, drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. And I have a feeling that this person is stuck. We shall see in the next episode. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Hotel Magnate, until the next time, bye-bye for now.